What's up, YouTube? Blue Collar Success here, back with another one. I'm going to try to upload more frequently now. And about that video about restructuring my business, I might delete that. But basically, right now I'm not restructuring my business. So I guess, I was going to do primary plumbing and piping, but I'm going to stick to the welding and stick with my full-time job because I'm putting more effort now into my full-time job than I was before. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm putting almost, all my time, effort, instead of putting, a lot of time and effort into making the business ready and making it successful. I'm putting more effort into climbing the ladder at my work and becoming a foreman, all that kind of stuff. Because with as regards to the other video that I just posted too, the economy is looking pretty rough, and I want to have security for my family and I. And it's more important to me. Yes, becoming my own boss was always my dream, and yes, I will still always, not always, but right now I will be doing stuff on the side, but it's looking more and more like, it's tough because diesel prices are out of control. In my area, they're almost $6 a gallon. It's becoming more and more expensive to run my business, and so that means I have to charge more, and it gets sticky. But with my job, I can climb the ladder, become a foreman, supervisor, whatever, and that makes me more valuable, and it also makes my pay increase. But I'm going to be doing more videos on this channel about just a variety of different stuff. If you want to start a mobile welding business, go ahead. It's a great opportunity. It's great, but you got to think about logically, is it the best time to start? Because if you don't have an emergency fund, 6 months expenses set aside, and you don't have a significant other that works, it's pretty risky. Like if you got a welder, generator, a truck, and you got $1,000 in the bank, that's pretty risky. Or if you just want to take out a loan, let's say, and you just want to do that, don't take out a loan to start a business that you may not even know will work in debt. That's really bad advice. If anyone's ever told you, just take out a loan, you'll be able to start the business, no problem. But if you don't even have the customers and you don't know what the future holds, especially in this, hate to say it, but with midterms coming up, it's everything's up in the air, and you never know what could happen. So I don't want to sway any of you away from, starting a business, but just think about it logically and think about, it in a smart way. You got to think about, all the pros and cons. You got to think about all the, downsides, all the negative stuff that could happen. You gotta consider all this before you go full time in a business, because it's a risk. There's a reason why, what is the stat? Like over 50% of businesses fail within their first couple of years. And there's a reason why that stat exists. It's because, it's true. Starting a business is not easy, and that's why I do it part-time. And yes, it does limit me with how many customers I can take on and my reach, but stuff's slowing down already with the mobile welding side. With the piping, it's still pretty good, but I'm just trying to just kind of pivot. And yes, I will still be making videos on my welding and all that kind of stuff. I've been doing a lot of, just repair welding and all that kind of stuff still, but I guess it's tough. I don't want to lead anyone astray, and I don't want to discourage anyone, but just make sure you have enough money in the bank. It's lots of money in the bank, tons of money in the bank before you go full time in a business and just quit your job, and then who knows what could happen. So my rule of thumb is 6 months living expenses minimum. So whatever your living expenses are, 6 months set aside in the bank before you start a business, and you should have all the equipment, truck paid for. That's just my opinion, but you should have, your truck paid for, the welder, your tools, all paid for and 6 months living expenses in the bank. And then I would feel comfortable to tell you that it's time to start a business and give it a shot. And the marketing, everything, it's a big learning curve. It was a learning curve for me. That's partly why I went part-time in it to start, was because it's a huge learning curve. And learning how to market, I did a lot of cold calling. I would call businesses in my area and be like, hey, I'm a welder, I'm new in business, and this is what I do, and I'm certified, I have insurance, I'm licensed, whatever, and this is my name and number. If you need anything, give me a call. And cold calling takes some balls, and it's a little intimidating, but you'd be surprised how much people respect that, and then you can get a decent amount of customers that way. Thank you for watching.